hear me. I'm out on the wild and windy moors just above Holmfirth, heading out for another walk again. And I'll have to piece this together because I'm on a little road starting the walk and there's a small amount of traffic. So parked up at the Ford Inn and I'm just heading out on a walk just starting down towards Digley Reservoir and then crossing over around Brownhill Reservoir down to Holme, and then from Holme Reservoir, from the village of Holme, back up again. The start point, it's not a huge walk, around about 5 degrees Celsius today, and the sun's just burning off some thick fog that was I drove through on the way across the moors, but there's quite a wind chill, so it does feel a lot colder. But there should be some interesting sights for you to see around the reservoir, so why not stick with me and let me enjoy the cold and you enjoy the view. See the fog just lingering high across the moors. Yeah, very bracing day. You might be able to hear by the wind. And pretty soon we're down to Digley Reservoir and we just turn right along the footpath there. There is a little car park which probably gets very busy at weekends, but you could park down here if you aren't staying where I'm staying up at the top of the hill at the Ford Arms. Just turn right opposite the pub. Start to see signs of old quarry workings, and when you see these reservoirs you'll see how much stone must have gone into making not just the dams, but all the reservoirs are lined in stone as well in a lot of cases. So they are quite fabulous structures, and just mind-boggling the effort and manpower that went into making them. And to the best of my knowledge, I think they were all built for the textile industry in Holme, and obviously storing water for further down in Holmfirth, which was also big in textiles. Lots of raw materials up here, plenty of sheep. Love seeing interesting old features like this built into the beautiful sandstone, dry stone walls. Got an old horse drinking trough, full of mud at the moment, but still intact. Just above the head of Digley Reservoir now, and we're just going to head across the dam that separates it from the small but enchantingly named Bilberry Reservoir, which is a really charming little place. I'll just give you a little view of it now. years since, oh, it's more actually, it's probably about 3 years since I was here with Maria, and we stopped just at the bottom there to brew up on a Trangia, and not only was the wind ripping through that made it take ages and ages to boil the water, but every person that came past stopped to have a chat about the Trangia. So much as it's nice to chat to people, you couldn't get a moment's peace. You nearly went backwards. Just heading up away from Digley and Bilberry Reservoirs, up these rather large steep steps. Just as you start getting round towards the bottom of Digley Reservoir, instead of following the path along the edge, you'll see a finger post up to the right, across the sort of open farmland, and we're heading up that way. Just trying to crouch down out of the wind. Don't know whether you can see it behind me, but another interesting feature of this landscape are these little pinch stiles that are too narrow for sheep to get through, but they're made for farmers with long thin legs. So if you're short like me, or even shorter like Maria, you'll find them interesting. Yeah, Maria really loves them. Just emerging at the little hamlet of Holme, Holme. Sorry about the wind noise again. And that's on the Woodhead Road, and we just turn left there for just a few yards and then pick up a path on the right hand side. As we start to head down away from Woodhead Road, you can see views across to the top reservoir, which I think is called Riding Wood Reservoir. We're going to go across and cut across the dam between Marsden Reservoir and Brownhill Reservoir. That fog is still lingering around. The sun's doing its best to burn it off, but it's not quite managing. Can't beat a good waterfall, very beautiful. This is a rather nice patch of woodland we're walking through down here as well. First view behind me there, down to Brownhill Reservoir. I think we'll just go over the top now and start to drop down to the dam. Just coming down to the dam now between the two reservoirs. Yeah, it's gone quite grey. I think the sun is definitely losing the battle. Okay, after climbing up from the dam between the two reservoirs, we just turn left along the little road that takes us down to Holmbridge, and there is a little car park up here if you wanted to start the walk from this position rather than right up at the Ford Inn. And yeah, you could quite easily do that, and there's loads of options for adjusting the route as well. Just down into the pretty little village of Holmbridge now, and we just cross the bridge and past St David's Church and then pick up the first footpath to the left. Just up on the hillside behind me, and you can actually just pick it out, there is a working vineyard, which is well, it's not something that is typical of England anyway, but must be one of the most northerly ones in the United Kingdom. If anybody knows different, let me know in the comments. Just getting back up towards the dam at the bottom of Digley Reservoir now, and just heading up these steps through some woodland to take us up there. From the last visit up here, I seem to remember something about a breach in the dam up here that caused a big flood some way back in the day, and I'll see if I can find some more info on it and either update you or pop it up on the screen. Well, that looks a very convenient lunch spot, and it's round about time, so I'll sit and admire the view, and for my cheese and pickle sandwich. Right, back up to Digley Reservoir now, and I've had my lunch, so instead of heading straight back up the road, I'm going to kind of zigzag back up through some country lanes to take the sting off the climb. Well, that's me more or less back at the van. Only a shortish walk, 6 miles, 10 kilometres. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Quite a variety of scenery, and the weather was nice and brisk. Felt cooler than the 5 degrees that it's supposed to be. So if you've stuck with me this far, thanks very much for watching, and hopefully you'll join me again on another one in the very near future. I might just bring you back for a little cheers when I get back to the pub later, but we'll see what it's like inside for filming. But anyway, thanks again, and I'll see you very soon. Bye now.